For the first time since the history of space exploration, scientists have measured the seasonal changes in the surface gases of Mars, specifically in a low valley-like region called Gale Crater, and have noticed a puzzling thing that the oxygen, the gas that we humans depend on breathing, behaves in a strange way that scientists cannot. So far it has been explained based on any known chemical processes. Within the belly of the Mars Curiosity probe, there are many smart tools, most notably the SAM tool. This tool is a laboratory for the analysis of chemical samples from the red planet. For 3 Martian years, approximately 6 Earth years, this tool continuously breathed the air of Mars. SAM was able to probe the components of the atmosphere of Mars, and showed that it mainly consists of carbon dioxide and very small proportions of nitrogen, argon, oxygen and carbon monoxide. They also revealed how the molecules of these substances found in Mars' air mix and change their proportions with changes in air pressure during the year. When carbon dioxide freezes over the poles in the winter, the air pressure decreases throughout the planet, and when the carbon dioxide evaporates in the spring and summer, it raises the air pressure. In this environment, scientists have found that nitrogen and argon follow a consistent seasonal pattern, and they expect oxygen to do the same. What the scientists expected did not happen, rather the opposite happened. The amount of oxygen in the air during the spring and summer seasons increased by 30%, then it fell to the known levels in the fall. This pattern repeats every spring, but the amount of oxygen added to the atmosphere varies, which means that something produces and then consumes oxygen again. With regard to high levels of oxygen, scientists first considered that the carbon dioxide or water, H2O, particles may have released oxygen while dissociation in the atmosphere, which led to a short-term rise in the oxygen content. But this requires 5 times the amount of water in Mars to produce the extra oxygen, in addition to the fact that the dissolution of carbon dioxide takes much longer. What about hypoxia? Could the oxygen molecules be broken apart and dispersed in space? No, the scientists concluded that it would take at least 10 years for the oxygen to disappear during this process. So there must be a chemical source and a drain that swallows oxygen that we could not see yet. Scientists studying Mars say the oxygen story is very similar to the methane story. Methane is constantly present in the air inside Gale Crater in such small quantities that it is hardly identifiable by the most sensitive devices on Mars. Nevertheless, SAM managed to monitor it. The tool revealed that methane is rising and decreasing seasonally, but it increases about 60% in the summer months for inexplicable reasons. Indeed, methane is also spreading randomly and permanently. Scientists are trying to find the cause. Biologically, oxygen and methane can be produced, for example, from microbes. On the other hand, it can be produced from chemistry related to water and rocks. Scientists consider all options, although they do not have any convincing evidence of the biological activity of Mars. The Curiosity probe does not contain tools that can definitively determine if the source of methane or oxygen on Mars is biological or geological, but scientists expect non-biological interpretations to be more likely.